Well, hello my loves and welcome to my channel. This is Deja the Realist and I'm coming to you guys with a new video. Today is December 13th, which means there's only 12 more days until Christmas. I can't even believe it, you guys. I decided for today's video to show you guys the process that I went through to silk press my own hair after I missed my silk press hair appointment. It's a long story, y'all, but nevertheless I was able to silk press my own hair and I decided to share with you how I did that. If you're interested, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So I'm starting off by showing you guys me putting a hair mask on my hair. It is by Cream of Nature. That's what I was showing you at the start of the video, and I am just going through and putting like plenty on all over my head, throughout my hair, because I just took down some braids that I had up for 7 weeks, and during that time I really didn't moisturize my hair like I should have, and so my hair was really dry after I took it down. So I'm trying to replenish the moisture and the health of my hair by using this clay mask. It's like a moisture and strengthening mask, if I'm not mistaken. And I had planned to only keep it in my hair for like 30 minutes. I like set a timer and everything, but I ended up actually keeping it in a lot longer because I started cleaning up the whole house, and next thing you know, like an hour or two had passed. But I was fine with it because I know what my hair can handle, and I know that it definitely wasn't going to hurt for me to keep it in my hair for that long. The directions only say to leave it in for like 10-15 minutes, but you know how often we actually do what they say. So yeah. So initially I shampooed my hair with 3 different shampoos. I started off with a moisturizing shampoo. I went on and used a conditioning shampoo by Cream of Nature. I can't remember who was the first shampoo was by, but whatever. The third shampoo was Head and Shoulders, just for a little bit more of a clarifying shampoo, but not too harsh, because it also was a shampoo and conditioner combined. But I went through and I did everything because I needed moisture, so I started with a moisturizing shampoo. I followed up with the conditioning and detangling shampoo because I really needed to get those knots out and really detangle my hair really well. And then lastly, I did more of a clarifying shampoo because I wanted my hair to be lightweight and free of oils for the silk press. Next, you can see that I am going in with my red branded blow dryer with the comb attachment. Really nothing special. I just found it at the local beauty supply and I like the attachments and the price. So I went ahead and bought this one. I don't know if there's anything special about it, actually, is what I mean. So Yeah, I forgot to show how my hair looked when I totally finished blow drying my whole head, but at least you get to see a good snapshot of me going through the process. I did switch to using the paddle brush there because I watched so many silk press videos at this point that I'm kind of attempting to do things that I have seen professional stylists doing on other people's hair. And this is one of those things. They use paddle brushes for like a tension and heat must meet type of deal. Got that from this guy. I think his name is like Travell Lavar maybe on YouTube. I really need to do better about remembering where I get stuff from other YouTubers, because yeah, it helps a lot. I would also like to mention that I used a Cream of Nature leave-in conditioner spray, as well as that BioSilk serum that you saw there. And then I also used a spray heat protectant on my hair. And obviously, because it's a spray, you want to use it while your hair is already wet. I didn't realize that when I first bought it, and thought that I could use it before flat ironing my hair, which was a total fail. So yeah, I definitely recommend, if you're going to use that guy, I believe it's a Revlon brand spray heat protectant, if I'm not mistaken by that. And yes, hopefully I show it at some point so I don't have to guess. So ultimately, what I've learned about the silk press process is that the entire process is important, and you want to be intentional with everything that you do, from shampooing your hair to the products that you use in your hair to blow drying your hair. Now, when you blow dry your hair, excuse me, you really want to make sure that you get it as smooth and straight as possible, so that when you go in with the flat iron, you can just do one pass on your hair and it looks good. And you also don't want to use a really high temperature. 450 is high, so if you don't have to use 450, why bother with it? I used about 430. The flat iron that I used doesn't have numbers on it. It just has like notches and gaps numbers, like 350, 300, 400, 450, that type of thing. So I tried to get it at about a place where between 400 and 450. I was hoping that it was more like 420 or 430, because I felt like that was all that was necessary. And now I will go ahead in with the trim. When I was doing this was very difficult, but I decided to just split my hair in half, pull it all forward, which worked because of the length that my hair is now. But I don't have any tips for trimming hair. I'm actually not someone who trims her own hair, so sorry, I really don't know how to trim hair, but I know there's tons of videos out there on it. I went ahead and trimmed mine so that my hair wouldn't be looking too crazy, but I only just trimmed it a little. Like, literally what you see me doing right here is all the trimming that I did on my hair. And at that time, I really didn't know where to cut. Now that I'm looking at it, I can see way easier where my hair had started thinning, and I can see where that line forms that I normally can see when I'm watching other people's videos. But in person, when I was doing this, I couldn't see the line. It was hard for me to see that, but I can see it here, and I see that I could have went up with my trim. But after I took off the little that I did, my hair does look much healthier, and I could go without bothering the other parts of my hair that are thinner. But I actually did want to leave some for my stylist to trim because I knew that I was going to go see her in a couple weeks after this, so I didn't want to trim my hair up like too good and then not leave any for her. So I just really tried to do the bare minimum there, which actually worked out really nicely. As you can see, my hair, I didn't trim it too much, but it does look much better after I snip off the little bit that I did. So I thought that it was the blow dry portion of this process that I missed, but now I remembered that it was the flat ironing. So I already went through and flat ironed my hair, and now I'm just going back through to add a curl to my hair. And yeah, so basically, like I said this wasn't the flat iron that I used to straighten it. I'm just using this one to style it. It's actually really good flat iron that I got from Walgreens earlier this year. It's really good with it's adding like big bumps, loose curls to your hair. And unlike my other one, it actually does have digital numbers on there, which is nice. And I like how big it is. So with my flat ironing process, initially I only did one pass. Again, set the heat temperature to about 420, 430. And I don't really know what else to say about that. You guys know what it looks like to flat iron hair. So, and this is actually, I forgot to mention the day after. So I blow dried my hair. One day I got tired and decided to just stop after the blow dry. And then the next day I went in, I blow dried my roots straighter, and I went in and I flat ironed it the next day. And this is how it turned out. This product right here, the Living Proof Humidity Shield, is the best. I live in a humid city, so I really had to look and do my research to figure out which product is really good for protecting my hair against humidity. And this one does just that. It is super, has like a unique smell and everything, but it's worth it. I only put it on that time and then I don't need to put it on again. So yeah, I really highly recommend that product. It was really, really good. Now I added this clip in here just to show a little trick on how I wrap my hair and I'm able to keep it really smooth. I grew up during the whole like relaxed hair wrapped look, so I had plenty of time to master wrapping my hair and keeping it smooth. So basically I use my paddle brush and I wrap my hair all around. It held pretty well because my hair isn't as like loose and silky, but even when it is, this still works. So I use a do-rag to wrap my hair with instead of using just like a plain scarf. But I do go in and I put another scarf on top or whatever. So using a do-rag really helps to keep it set in place, and it helps to keep it smooth. You know, like when you use a like bandana or a big scarf, like what I'm gonna put on top of this as your main scarf, it has like a lot of folds and wrinkles and stuff. And if that has folds and wrinkles, then your hair will too. So I go ahead like this, I put on my do-rag, and then like how you see I'm spinning it, and that is how I make sure that my hair is gonna turn out smoothly once I finish or once I take the scarf off. It's like I'm wrapping it and twisting it around in the same direction that I wrap my hair to make sure all the hairs are just like laid flat and smooth and wrapped around my hair. And then kind of just for comfort, because when I just have the do-rag on like this, I feel like I look bald or something. So I go ahead and I put my big satin scarf on top, and then it just makes me feel like extra secure. So when I go to sleep, I don't have to worry about it slipping off, even though they will both slip off, but my hair still looks fine regardless. I just like tie them both back down and then it's all good. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to share with this clip. Thank you guys if you made it this far in the video for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until tomorrow, be blessed.